"Break down the door," my mother barked. "This is our son's apartment." Their pounding shook the frame. I stood barefoot, morning light across the floor. When I turned the lock and opened up, their faces stalled. Mom's fist clamped a crowbar. My father's jaw flickered between outrage and disbelief. My brother hovered behind them, performing concern. What I held made them recoil. Not a weapon, paper. Bank statements, a lease, a folder stamped property transfer agreement. My name on every page. "What is that?" Mom asked. "The proof," I said, steadier than I felt. "Proof this place you claim is your son's is mine. Every bill, every payment, every signature, me. I'm Maya Quinn, 29. Yesterday at Dad's birthday dinner, they'd laughed. "You're just a tenant, Maya," Mom said. "We let you live there for your brother. It's his investment." Smirks at the table. Noah winked like he'd won. "So last night I changed the locks. Now Dad stepped forward. You stole from your family." "No, Dad, I stopped giving." Silence thickened the hall. I set the documents on the console. "I didn't steal your son's apartment," I said. "You lied about who bought it. You told me to trust you. You used my savings, my credit, my name. 7 years isn't temporary." Color drained from Mom's face. Dad cut a glare at Noah. He opened his mouth, then shut it. "You can't speak to us," Mom hissed. "I know you're my parents," I said. "That's why I kept forgiving you long after you stopped deserving it." I shut the door. The lock clicked. On my side, the quiet expanded, and for the first time the place felt wholly, truly mine at last. By evening, my phone jittered across the counter. First Mom, high and brittle. "Maya, you're too sensitive. Come talk before this gets worse." Then Dad, polished steel. "Return the paperwork before we involve lawyers." Noah laughed. "Enjoy the attention. You'll regret it." I set the phone face down. The fridge hummed. The apartment answered with quiet. A knock. Theo held a lopsided pizza and a wary smile. "Heard a ruckus?" "Family," I said. "Contained." He offered a slice. "Don't let them write your script again." "I won't." Thunder rolled beyond the river. I slept with both locks engaged, not from fear but gratitude for what they kept out. Morning, black coffee, bank app. A green banner blinked. Property fully registered, Maya Quinn, no cosigners, no shared signatures. 10 minutes later, Mom arrived uninvited, lipstick blurred, eyes red. "You're destroying this family." "I'm setting boundaries." I kept the chain on. "That's different. We sacrificed for you." She angled for the door. I didn't move. "I remember mine, double shift so Noah could study abroad. Covering your card so your score wouldn't dip. The quiet you demanded while he performed success." Her mouth faltered, then sharpened. "This attitude will ruin you." "You mean your control?" She searched my face for the old apology. It wasn't there. "Noah's business is struggling," she whispered. "Transfer the apartment. He needs collateral." "That's not my emergency anymore." She left. By midweek, the story mutated online. Noah posted about betrayal from within. I printed deeds, receipts, transfers, facts as armor. Theo tapped my door. "Building a case?" "Protecting one." Friday, Dad's text. "Family meeting Saturday. Mandatory." I replied, "I'll bring the documents." Saturday was gray. Their house looked smaller than the memory I'd paid to keep. Mom opened with a smile. "Let's keep this civil." The table gleamed, a witness stand. Noah lounged, smirk loaded. "Sign the deed, we forget this." I set my folder down, slid copies across wood. "Let's forget nothing." Dad rifled pages, hunting a loophole. "This can't be right. It's legal. Bought in my name, paid from my account, recorded yesterday. Here's a ledger every time I covered you. Mortgage at 21, card balances, wires for Noah's launch." "Totals match what you called love." Mom's voice thinned. "You tricked us." "No," I said. "You counted on me not reading." Noah's fist hit the table. "You think paper makes you better? Paper makes truth louder." Silence. Then Dad. "Selfish." "For 10 years I gave," I said. "You called it duty. It was survival. I'm done surviving." I gathered the folder and left without slamming the door. Outside, the air tasted like rain. Fallout arrived on schedule. The bank verified ownership. Noah's loan was denied. Mom sent verses. Dad wrote, "Fix this." I muted the thread and turned toward my life. I sent a portfolio built between shifts. A week later, an email. Accepted to the city's mentorship program. I cried in the kitchen. Theo dropped pastries. "Celebration," he said. At the showcase, Sketches lit a screen. A council rep shook my hand. "Your story helps people," she said. Driving home, I found my parents curbside. Mom's eyes were softer. Dad's voice small. "You did good," he said. "I'm good now," I answered. Inside, I locked the door, not to keep them out, but to keep peace. Freedom isn't when they stop holding you back. It's when I stop holding myself there.